Hold on just a sec. I gotta make a call. Hey, Nicole. Nicole, you there?
I'm here.
Hey, did you watch the Kraken and Bruins game tonight?
Oh, I did. I
You did?
certainly did.
Did they win?
Oh, yeah. 3-0.
Wait, aren't the Bruins the best team in the league?
Yep.
Got them on their home rink. First loss of the season for Boston. Sorry for the corniness. We just had to do that. That's an old throwback to the Mike and Boogie Big Brother days if you never watched that show. But yeah, 3-0. Kraken, another huge win. Chat is lighting up right now. But extra special guest tonight. Nicole delivered on the promise. Lady Squatch is here.
In my
Kraken,
sweatpants.
Big win. That's all right. I got my shorts on. And we got the sign in the background. We're still undefeated in 2023. Welcome to Postgame Rapid Reaction. That long 7-game road trip. Now the 6th installment is complete. We came into the evening on that 6-game heater, and now we've extended it. So still unbeaten in 2023. How you feeling, Nicole?
I'm a little in shock, not gonna lie. Looking at the first season and then, attending a lot of games this year and just watching how they still struggle to pass and even to shoot a goal outside of the center of the net. It's been a little tough, but hey, I'll take it. This is pretty amazing.
Been pretty exciting. We're going to talk all about it tonight. A little bit of a different stream. We're just really excited here. We were watching the game. Nicole actually MVP of the night, cooked dinner, and picked up the daughter so that I could watch the Kraken beat the Bruins. So Lady Squatch coming through as always. Also, let's talk about it here in just a second. I do want to get to the comments, but you are our reverse retro resident expert here. So we're going to get the Kraken reverse retro follow-up because you've seen them in person now. And I want to hear your opinions on that. So, all right. So hit the poll, you guys. This is kind of the lead into the video game, the retro NHL hockey series that I'm going to put together on the channel. Nicole's going to participate in that. So what was your favorite console growing up? Nintendo Entertainment System, Sega Genesis, or some flavor of Sega, PlayStation, or other? Hit me in the comments. So let's get to the roll call. Thank you for tuning in. Real quick here. Man, I got a lot of comments to catch up. I can't even scroll all the way back. Okay, so Ben Diesel, Martin Jones got his revenge. What's up, Ben Diesel? Tuning in from Miami, Florida. So all the way on the East Coast, Striatic. OMG, let's freaking go. Love it. Everybody's just pumped. I know all the channels are going to be popping tonight. I can't wait to go check out a couple of the other podcasts and things like that. So I'm really excited. We got Joshua signing in saying, just wow, that game was intense start to finish. And the Kraken, don't fear, no Pooh Bears. And that's kind of, a nice little arc to the reverse retros. We can talk a little bit about that, but they were not wearing them tonight. Paul, what's up? Oops, sorry. We'll go back to Stratic there. Paul, good to see you again. Jones was a beast in the net tonight. So much fun watching him block those shots. And of course, we've got Abby Kona saying, wow, 6 wins on this road trip. Let's stay on the road. We all kind of agree, and it seems like we've got a good vibe going. So maybe we should just let them play every game on the road. We've talked about this. But home cooking is good, right?
Yeah, I would appreciate to actually see a game or amazing, so.
Yeah, it's going to be good to get back in there. Real quick here before we get too far, I did do that interview with Chet Buchanan yesterday. Nicole can probably speak to the fact that I was pretty excited about that. A little bit nervous maybe, just because he's such a legend and he does a great job. Let's take a quick look. I got a little bit of a teaser clip for you guys. So I'm working on editing that and putting it together. It's going to be published here in the next few days, so stay tuned. But here's a quick little teaser clip, and then we'll be right back. It's just about a minute long, so check this out.
So then I sent the kitchen sink at it. Literally, I sent them my entire career, like everything I had. And then got an email. I was coming back from hosting another event, and I'm sitting at a stoplight. And you know how your phone, it's like, oh, I got an email. Oh, yeah, sitting at the stoplight. I've got a minute. And I look and it's like, hey, guess what? Auditions are tomorrow at 3:00. So I got home 15 minutes later, booked a flight. I got home here to Vegas, booked a flight, did my radio show the next morning, flew to Seattle, went straight to not to CPA, to Iceplex. And
Kraken Community Iceplex.
Yeah, Kraken Community, KCI.
Yeah.
Went straight to KCI, bought a Kraken polo in the gift shop,
Perfect.
in the team store there, and then went in, and quite honestly, probably went the wrong way there too, because I went straight fire. I tried to, I pulled, like, imagine a Matty Beniers goal in overtime.
Okay.
That was me. That was me introducing the C squad in the, it's just like totally
At the
over the
KCI,
top.
yeah.
It's completely over the top, but that's what we were at KCI, and there was
Yeah.
probably a dozen of us. And I just went, well, they've got to know that I can do regular, that I can just do regular stuff. But I don't know what I was thinking then. I was so wound up.
So that was Chet Buchanan yesterday, and that was him talking about his audition out at KCI. It was a really funny story, and he was trying to find the right groove to be the PA, and he had actually tried out for the Vegas Golden Knights as well. So got to catch that episode. Nicole, maybe you could tell us a little bit about your feelings when you're in Climate Pledge Arena and Chet's doing his thing and the in-game experience for you. What's it like?
Well, of course, I have certain cheers that I do. And little hand motions and all of that stuff. So, yep, I'm the person that will stand up and cheer until they hit the puck down on the ice. But yeah, so it's always fun.
Okay, so let's talk real quick about the reverse retros. We're gonna get into the comments tonight. Like I said, a little bit of a different stream. Just gonna have some fun, party a little bit here, and then log out for the night. So now that you've seen the reverse retros on the ice, what is your opinion?
Well, it's not really the ice that I like. Okay, so I love it when the fans wear it because the way the stadium looks, it's pretty cool. Just all of that light colored, tealish aqua color.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It looks kind of like water in a sense.
Just the theming all kind of blends together.
Yeah, so I really like it. So those reverse retro nights were really cool to attend to see that, and it makes me want one. So even though I started out saying, I don't know about that,
right.
Just the feel that it creates in the stadium.
So are you still on record that the what was it? Was it the
Clip
Detroit
art?
Red Wings? Or no, you didn't like the Florida Panthers one because of the clip art shoulder patch.
And we actually sat behind somebody that had one of those on.
We did.
One
I think Ty was with us that night.
I don't know, but
right. Doesn't matter.
It still looks like clip art in person, just so you know.
Okay, let's take some more comments here. We got Strat saying back-to-back shutouts for Jones. He looked unstoppable tonight. He was really, really solid. And we can look at the stats as far as the shot breakdown here a little bit later in the stream. I'm going to do the recap a little quicker tonight. I'll try to keep motoring here. Eventually, he got in the Bruins' heads, and they were trying everything, but nothing worked. It seemed like every time you looked up at the screen, Jones was making another save.
Yep.
And Nicole pointed out a couple of times, like, man, this guy's good in net. Ben Diesel, what's up? Finally have a goalie with a .900 save percentage, so that's great to see. Ty Jacobs, what's up? Big zeros across the board. I can only imagine if Ty had been in the building and all of us together, that would have been a lot of fun. That's all the zeros for all the Boston shots. Shutout, baby. Brandon Tanev, good to see you too, Spartan. Thanks for being on the stream. And we won. Boston in ruins. So
did they say it was like the 8th?
Tanev? I need to check on that. We'll see in the recap.
That's what they said.
But, I think, Jones back-to-back shutouts. That's the first time Boston has lost at home this season. And
Doesn't
like
that
we
give
said,
you chills?
It's pretty cool.
Gives me chills. It's pretty awesome.
I can't imagine last year thinking this is where the Kraken would be at this point in the season. Nicole,
I did not. I'm just going to be honest. After the first couple games, I said, well, this is going to be a struggle. I'm still going to show up and cheer, but man, oh man, I can't wait until we have a season I can be really proud of.
Yeah, it was pretty rough last year going because, we live a little ways outside of Seattle, so it takes time to get over there a little more. We got to pay the parking, sometimes the ferry fees and things like that. So It's a big investment and, we love hockey, but sometimes when you're getting gut punched over and over for 82 games, not the greatest, not the best fun I've ever had, but,
we make it fun.
Yeah, we did still have fun. We had a great time. Okay, we'll keep going here. Oh, Spartan also won a bet. Spartan, I forget, where are you tuning in from? Maybe let me know in the comments if you don't mind sharing. I'm just kind of curious, like what state at least you're at. Jonathan Fritz, what's up, Fritz, out there in Michigan? First team to beat Boston at home in regulation. That's pretty awesome. Gregory, good to see you too. Huge statement win We are thrilled.
Yep.
I'm just.
I don't sound like it right now, but I am super thrilled.
Well, that's okay. I mean, I put her on the spot. I was like, "Hey, do you want to jump on the stream tonight if the Kraken win?" She's like, "Well, I don't know, maybe." And then I was like, "Well, okay." So I finally talked her into it, got her to commit. So Nicole is hilarious. It just takes her a couple minutes to warm up once the camera and the lights on. So don't. I'm probably way more awkward than she is once she gets warmed up. So don't worry about that. Donnie Darko saying hello. Hey guys, what's up down there? Jones, Tanev, Schwartz are the 3 stars for you. Man, we got to get through all these comments. No, I may not even be able to do the recap tonight, but I'll do it one way or another. Gregory, if you smell what the Kraken are cooking.
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna eat that for sure. This is awesome.
So could you share with everyone what you made up for dinner tonight? Because just out of her creative brain, Nicole does this a lot, and sometimes she'll make something that she can never make again because she has this stroke of brilliance, and I'm like, that was really good, and I never get to eat it again. So what was on the menu tonight?
What are we gonna call it? It's just like
It was like Spanish fiesta casserole.
Yep. Just layer it up, all the stuff you love.
So tell us what was in it. What was in it?
Spanish rice, and we had the vegetarian chorizo, and then he had like a ground turkey in his, like a little healthier. And then we had pinto beans and peppers and all of that good stuff layered up. And then you bake it with some cheese on top, because who doesn't want that? Top it with avocado, sour cream, some spicy stuff, jalapenos.
I think I put a little too much spicy stuff on it.
Rotel. That was it.
Rotel?
It wasn't spicy at all.
No. But I'm not the one that does spice. Obviously, I'm not the spicy one in the family.
It was not spicy.
The curly
at
hair,
all.
she can do the spice. I cannot. On top of the fact that I'm a little bit, I don't know, I kind of talk a little slower and this and that, but I also am not a spicy food person. That is Nicole. Mm-mm. I can do spicy buffalo wings, like the vinegar-based sauces, but
better than me.
Okay, anyways, back to Kraken, because that's the point of the show. Let's get through the comments here, and then we're going to take some more. We're going to do the recap. And Nicole, whenever you want to leave, you're totally fine. I'm not holding you hostage here on the stream.
Okay.
Donnie Darko undefeated in 2023. The hat for Fritz still undefeated. That's good to hear. And we got the sign over there. Mm-hmm. I can pop it up on the screen again. Yeah. Here, real quick, because this has become quite the thing, and I'm hoping it stays true for our next trip out there. But Kraken undefeated back there, 2023, and it's still true. That was the daughter sign. That's pretty cool. That's very cool. And Sydney's pretty proud about it.
Oh, for sure.
And we're excited about it. So,
hey, if we continue that streak, we're bringing it to this.
Oh, definitely.
To the arena.
We're going to march in with it. And I'm going to get another little sign that says still, that way it says still undefeated right next to her. But okay. Y'all, what's up, Donnie Darko? Again, saying I'm so stoked the Kraken beat the Bruins. Fritz going with the other route, saying Xbox. Okay. Yeah, good enough. I like that one too. Mm-hmm. Gregory, back-to-back shutouts. Lady Squatch, this one's for you from Striatic. Huge respect for helping Mr. Squatch watch that absolute gem of a game in its entirety. And,
I was jelly, not gonna lie.
So that definitely means I'm doing the dishes after the stream.
I did them already.
Oh, okay, so probably something else I'll be doing. Maybe some of her laundry or something like that. But anyways. Okay, Donnie Darko, Super Nintendo. That was also an amazing console. And I could only put so many options in there. So thanks for weighing in on this, you guys. Donald Weaver, what's up? The reverse retro guy. East Coast New York Islanders fan. Let me ask, is Nicole your woman? Of course she is.
18 years?
I'm lucky.
Oh, not 18. 18?
We're closing in on that. Yeah, we've been together
4 years before we were married.
So 16 plus 4, so close to 20.
Oh,
20
years.
And we're still going strong. We have had our ups and downs, just like most relationships do, but we're here on the good side of it. So that's right. I wouldn't say she's my woman. I would say that I'm lucky to have her as my wife. That's the way I would put it. Anyways, brownie points for me. Who's the one in the 19-1-3? That's the Kraken.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
Fritz, favorite part was Ebbs crawling in the net. Tolvanen absolutely killing it. So this is the new guy, Ellie Tolvanen, and I said his name wrong a couple of times.
I saw you practicing. I heard you practice.
I was in front of the mirrors. Ellie Tolvanen, Ellie Tolvanen, Ellie Tolvanen, because I kept seeing Eli, but anyway, I wasn't really doing that. And I know I butchered his name. To say the Bruins fans are Upset or pissed is an understatement. They're probably losing it just like the Leafs fans
They
were.
should be. It's pretty embarrassing for them.
Yeah, I mean, you're the best. Well, hockey's the parity, right? Like any night you've got a chance to beat any team. Maybe not so much every team. The Ducks are pretty bad, etc. But okay, Ty Jacobs. Nicole has to be nice because I sit with them. No. She'll let you have it, Ty, if you deserve
it. Of course.
It. She will hold you accountable. Don't worry about that. That's why, usually I have Ty kind of on my right side over there. Keep them separated.
Nice
You never know. They might throw down.
Ty's awesome.
Nicole, give him a little face wash with the stinky glove. But
that would be horrible.
Okay, let's keep the comments coming here. We're going to skip the focus areas tonight, you guys. Thanks for being on the stream.
All right.
Quick look at the roster. Yeah, if you want to dip, that's totally fine.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that's it for Nicole. She's going to head out. Thanks for being here. Okay. Oops. Get you situated here. Go through the recap, and then I'll be down to do some chores. See ya. All right. Let's get into the recap. Actually, let's talk about the roster real quick. Not a whole lot of change there, but, Donato in tonight. The Boston guy gets in there, does his thing. Let me turn this camera back on. There we go. And Jones, again, in net tonight. So it's good to see Jones just continues to blaze a trail, really taking the reins this year, and good problem to have. I don't know what we're going to do when Drieger's ready. I have no idea. It's going to be really interesting. But so that's the roster setup. We're going to get through the recap here, give a little bit of a setup real quick too. Obviously, the Bruins came in tonight 32-4-4, so they're going to be 32-5, or sorry, not 30. Yeah, so first in the league, best team overall so far this season, and a huge test for Seattle. They're looking for that 7-game win streak. Seattle was, and they got it, so now 25-12-4. Third in the Pacific, we're right there on LA's heels. Can't wait to see if we can catch up to them. We do have those games in hand, and that's huge. But like I said, we're going to skip the focus areas tonight, just get right into the recap, take some more comments, look at the stats, and go from there. So let's get into it. Jones and net, obviously. Ullmark going for the Bruins. So we start the battle in Beantown between the Kraken and the Bruins. Kraken get an early power play. 2 minutes high sticking there. Not too much happening on the Kraken power plays throughout, right? Just in the Bruins, they're a good penalty kill team. So I guess you can't expect too much, but if anything, Seattle's not in the box themselves, so that's good. So Seattle definitely showing some jump early, first 5 minutes, darting around the Bruins zone and down low by the net a few times, moving their feet really well early on. Seattle, I'll turn that other mic off. Feedback. Seattle just buzzing. Good for, good forecheck. Good hit in the corner. Brandon Tanev initiates this whole sequence here and causes that kind of errant pass that the Bruins sent around the boards. Daniel Sprong ends up with the puck there, and he sends it right back down to Tanev, who had crossed right over to the low side of the net there on that sharp angle. And kind of a shot pass from Spronger, and Tanev tips it in. Kraken have that big 1-0 lead early. That's so big for them. They're such a good team when they have the lead. And that's true for a lot of teams in the NFL, or in HL, sorry. Got the Seahawks on my mind. But tonight served them well again. So that was Tanev's 8th of the season. Good to see Tanev with the bounce back year after, the knee injury. Okay, so we go 8:39 left in the first. Boston takes another penalty. Donato tripped at center ice there. Craig Smith, the offender that time. Kraken go to the power play again. They get set up just a little bit better this time on the power play. Big shot from the point from McCann, but a big save from Ullmark. And he was pretty good tonight too, I thought, throughout. Probably the best chance on that power play. So Kraken at that point 0 for 2 with the man advantage. Under 5 minutes to go in the first. Kraken still wheeling and dealing in the offensive zone. Some great passing, a couple more tip plays, and maybe that was kind of the strategy coming in. Ullmark leaving some rebounds a little bit, but Schwartz also almost put one in there on a tip. 2:21 left first period. Bruins come up the ice on a rush. Kraken take a penalty, so Justin Schultz goes for tripping. Bruins headed to the power play, and you wonder, okay, can we get through this? The Bruins did win the faceoff right there. coming into the penalty. But good work by Jones. He was ready, had a good save there. Kraken escape, kill the penalty. So we go to the second period now. And a pretty torrid pace through the first 10 minutes of the second. Hardly any whistles. It just kept going into action. 11:05 left. Kraken send the puck into the zone. It bounces off of that stanchion. It bounces out weird in front of the net. Kind of a crazy play, a big chance there, but the Kraken couldn't get to it, and Ullmark recovered in time, so still 1-0. We go all the way 10 minutes now into the second period. Boston, a good sequence. They're weaving around the Kraken zone. They get a good chance. It's repelled by Jones, and then we're about 8:01 left in the second period. Brad Marchand, the agitator that we all love to hate at times, goes to the penalty box for hooking. Again, Kraken, third power play of the game. They can't really break through on this one. Bruins doing a good job keeping the Kraken power play in check throughout the evening. I would love to see some power play goals, but that's all right. So 4:28 left in the second. Boston, another big sequence here. They get a few chances down low on Jones, but he closes the door. I think he made 2 or 3 saves there. Jonesy standing tall in the net throughout the night, keeping it 1-0 at that point. So a really key sequence. Bruins definitely getting some sustained pressure at this point. Buzzing around. Another shot hits the post. Kraken kind of peeking at the clock a little bit, maybe trying to get out of that second period, and you figured a big push would be coming from the Bruins here, that big wave. And they did a pretty good job, but the Kraken kept trying to counter on transition. Eberle had a breakaway, didn't score. That was about 2.5 left. Denied by Ullmark again. Just amazing action throughout this game, and you guys mentioned that in the comments. The pace was it was great. It was really entertaining. But the Kraken not done yet in the second period. Late, this time the new guy, Eeli Tolvanen, 38 seconds left, calls for the puck kind of right down there in the slot, gets it, turns, spins, fires, wires it there, top shelf, 2-0 lead for Seattle. Huge goal at the end of the period. And it went in so fast, nobody really saw it because it bounced right back out. So it's 2-0. We go to the third period now. And, the Bruins trying to claw back, close the gap on the shot clock. Kraken staying strong defensively, and the fatigue has got to be setting in at the end of this long road trip. Bruins keeping the pressure on, under 12 now. Martin Jones, another couple of great saves on that sequence. And the Kraken doing a good job getting out of their zone pretty quick, not allowing sustained pressure to build up and cause additional problems. They also did a good job of not just, going into a shell, but also trying to counter a little bit, create chances, passing, pushing the shot clock up in their favor. But a pretty effective third period, just working the clock, nothing fancy. We go under 5 minutes left. Don't say the S word yet, not even here in postgame, not till we get to the end. We don't want jinxes. 4:50 left. Boston rolling the dice. They pull their goalie way early, and they just, they're going to put on a blitz. Some really good chances, great puck movement. They can't seem to get the puck on net at first there, then they finally do. A couple of more big saves by Jones. 3 minutes left. Seattle ices it, and then we go down to 1:39. Kraken grab it. Center ice. Jaden Schwartz sends it down, and it rolls into the empty net, makes it 3-0, and the Kraken just come up huge with another win tonight, and it's just amazing to see what is happening with this team. They hand Boston their first loss in overtime, their first loss in regulation at home. I'm beside myself. I know Lady Squatch, Nicole, she's also just kind of in awe of what's going on so far for the Kraken this year. It's pretty exciting, but let's get to your guys' comments here. I just wanted to, I got it. Oh, I didn't send that tweet. Oh, there we go. Okay, so 7-game win streak, great pace tonight, great energy and attention to details. I thought, this could be one of those games where they come out a little bit flat again because they've been on the road for so long, but they didn't, and their goaltending was good. Their defensive coverage was pretty good. There was a couple of times when Boston got down there and snuck behind the defense, but nothing huge over and over like we've seen at times earlier, like back in December. But man, this is crazy. I can't believe it. Okay, let's take some comments here. Ty Jacobs, just let it fly. I love it. Jones had such an amazing game. This is Donnie Darko. Jones had such an amazing game against the Bruins. He was really good tonight, and he's been good throughout the road trip. And, this kind of made me think, like, Good thing we had Grew in the game prior to give Jones that rest to come out tonight to be really effective against the best team in the league. So this is that importance of having a tandem or a 1A, 1B that you can go to when you need to, especially out on the road as the season goes on. We're at the halfway point now. So that was game 41. And, so we've got a whole nother leg to go, and a lot of things can happen. So you definitely want two healthy, happy goaltenders clicking away in their crease back there for you. What's up, PG? Tuning in from Norway. What's up? Congrats, everyone. Wow, what a game. What a road trip. Kraken are the home win streak killers. Florida last year, Bruins now. Yeah, this is great. Like I said, have just been kind of beside myself throughout the evening that this is happening. So pumped up right here at Sasquatch NHL. A lot of fun to watch. Where is Jim? Yeah, good question. Jim, where are you at? You should be in the chat tonight. You got to take your lumps as a Bruin fan. I'll probably go razz him over on Twitter tonight, Ty. But yeah, Jim, great guy. Kraken Fancast. Check out their podcast as well. They do great. But Jim is a Bruins fan. And he's a Kraken fan as well. Just like a lot of us, he's got that prior allegiance here in the market that, when we all grew up watching different teams. Scott Stevenson, new sub, looks like, is tuning in for the first time from Canberra, Australia. Oh my goodness, what's up? Thank you for being on the stream, and glad to have you along. I think you might be the first person who's tuned in from Australia, so that is really cool. It makes me proud to be able to have that reach here on the channel and bring hopefully a quality product for you guys that you can enjoy. So thanks, Scott Stevenson, for being here. Also saying, couldn't be prouder of the team. The most incredible result in 60 minutes of pure effort. Yeah, they just looked dialed in. They looked very committed tonight. That's the other word I wanted to use, committed. And we didn't see that in December through some of those games, especially against the Oilers. That one got a little bit out of control. But tonight they were committed and dialed in. But thanks, Scott, for being here. Let's see you again here on another stream real soon. And, hit that like button if you haven't already. It does help the channel out. So appreciate you being here. Agath, recap. We came, we saw, we conquered, definitely. That's really all we had to say. But I like to fill in the details just a little bit, right? Ty Jacobs, we shut out. Yeah, you got to add that to it as well. Donnie Darko also doesn't do good with spice, so I'm not alone in that. But like I said, I do pretty well with Buffalo Wild Wings and spicy sauces with wings. So I can get a little bit more spicy on the vinegar sauces than Nicole can, but with like Asian spices and like Mexican spices and things like that, I just cannot keep up with her and her dad especially. They are the spicy ones in the family. Spartan, I'm tuning in from DFW, Texas, but love Seattle and want to live there. I go actually a lot. I'll be going back on the 28th. That's great to hear. And thanks for tuning in from Texas. So, I mean, we've got a lot of states covered. I might start putting up a little map or something or a graphic that I can pop up on the stream. And every time we got a new person from a new place, I can put a little digital pin on the map or something like that. I've been thinking about that. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. We're going to keep taking comments, and then we're going to look at the stats and the standings and the 3 stars. So if you haven't told me already, and also let's look at the poll results here real quick. So the question was, what was your favorite game console growing up? So I kind of broke it down: Nintendo, Sega, or PlayStation. So right now, PlayStation is winning the votes, 37%. In second, actually tied for second place, is Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Other down there with 11%, and you guys have been providing those in the chat. Xbox has been mentioned a couple of times. Looks like Spartan agrees with that as well. Xbox. So yeah, Donnie Darko saying like the stream. I appreciate that. That definitely helps out the channel and boosts the metrics on YouTube. It favors, the algorithm favors the channels that get the likes and the interaction and all that. So, but that's not my main concern here. My main concern here is to have fun, provide some good information for you guys, and just, talk with the community and build the community, do some good things, and have a lot of fun along the way. So 20 years, I might have missed this one, but yeah, Donnie Darko saying 20 years, that's pretty awesome. Striatic, looking forward to next game, but let it not be a trap game, right? And if any of these games on the road trip could be a trap game, it could be this one against Chicago. Striatic says, really want to complete this road trip perfectly. We have unfinished business in Chicago. I agree with that. And I remember that game in Chicago where I think we had the lead and then we gave it up early in the season. That was a frustrating one. I think that one sent a lot of people into the fire hack stall tweets that I remember seeing. So Yeah, that definitely some unfinished business there. Chores, bro. I hear you mow the lawn well. Oh, Ty, that's good. Now I'm not going to go down that route because I haven't talked about that on the channel yet, but that's an inside joke between myself and Ty. But yeah, if I could right now, I would, but can't really mow the lawn in the pouring rain, if you know what I'm saying, me or whatever actually mows my lawn here at the residence. The last undefeated team in 2023. Yep, it's pretty cool. The sign is still over here, and I was joking the other day on Twitter. I think we're gonna have to frame it because in a lot of ways, even when the Kraken eventually lose, if they ever do this year, they're kind of. And I talked about this with Chet Buchanan yesterday. They've been really undefeated in a lot of other categories as far as building their organization. So a lot of wins in a lot of different columns, if that makes sense. So this has been amazing to see transpire, and I'm just thrilled to be able to be a little bit of a part of that and be part of your guys' content rotation and do some fun things here at Sasquatch NHL. Favorite Gord, still my number one, but copy paste the roster and I'm solid. Yeah, oh, and this was the question from Donnie Darko. Who's everyone's favorite player on the Kraken? I really like Matty Beniers, even if he has butter under his skates. He does fall down a lot. He also gets knocked over a lot. But this is maybe part of being a young guy and adjusting to that physicality in the NHL and the pace. Sometimes you're going to be a little, sloppy on your skates. But yeah, he definitely takes a lot of physical play along the boards. I've seen him. Sometimes you don't see it on camera too. It's watching in person behind the play. Sometimes just getting banged up. But yeah, Fritz saying I'm a Jared McCann and Matty Ice fan. Yeah, those guys are fun to watch. I think McCann should probably be an all-star as well. That'd be another great question to talk about in the chat if you guys want to. Who's your all-stars besides Matty B? I would love to see McCann and Burakovsky, to be honest, but you only get so many, and I think you have to vote for a goalie like Stratic pointed out the other night. So we'll see. The all-star game is just kind of, don't get too hung up on it if your favorite guys don't make it. It's a fun thing for the fans, and there's always these debates, and people get all wound up about it, but at the end of the day, it's not that big. McCann is a badass. Absolutely love that Kraken have signed that the Kraken signed him. Yeah, that extension last year, big deal, and it's economical, favorable for the team and the player. So he's going to be here for a while, and it made a lot of sense to lock him up, and I'm glad they did. Osama bin Diesel, if the Panthers win, Kraken are just 2 points behind LA and Vegas. Going from worst to first, President's Trophy here. I don't want the President's Trophy. Please don't ask for that. I will show you that graphic maybe on the next stream. I'm sure you're aware of how many teams have won the President's Trophy and then lost in the playoffs. So, no, that's not a trophy that you want. Please, let Boston win that one. Or Vegas. That's fine. Sprong has been making so many good plays, both offensively and defensively on the boards. Yeah, and this is a good one again from Striatic. So that play where Tanev sent it around, it was a good job by Sprong to get to the position to be able to kind of retrieve it off the boards and then also make a really incredible offensive play, finding Tanev as he had settled to the side of the net there. So all these little things that Sprong have been doing that don't always show up on the stats, like the points that you're expecting, but he has scored a lot of goals this year as well too, just exceeding expectations. A player that I thought, and I've said it multiple times, I've owned it, I thought the PTO was kind of like a gesture thing and they were just trying to, help him find the next place he was going to go, but he's stuck in the roster and he's made the most of it. It's really cool to see that happen for Daniel Sprong. So big congrats to him. Oh man, I'm trying to keep up with you guys. I really appreciate all the interaction tonight in the chat. Like I said, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. Definitely helps. But thank you for all the comments tonight. This is awesome. I'm going to keep going here. We're going to look at the stats. Let's get into that here real quick. Take a couple more comments before we do that. Gregory, we are 2 points out of first place in the division, and that just blows my mind. But yeah, when you win 7 games in a row, suddenly, that's 14 points, boom, on the board. We have to get used to that because that's happened. I mean, we had the 6-game streak earlier in the season. Now we've had a 7-game streak. So it's, you put those points in the bank whenever you can because that is huge, especially when the stretch run comes in the spring and you're clawing for every little point that you need, especially, you know, sometimes the 3-point games get handed out with the shootouts and things like that. But once you go to overtime. Okay, let's look at the stats. Oh, man. And then we'll take a few more comments. 31 shots on goal tonight. I got to take a drink of water, too. This is crazy. I just don't even... I can't believe what's happening right now with this team. I'm sorry. I'm just blown away. So 31 shots on goal. Face-offs were definitely not our strong suit tonight, but it didn't matter. Boston won 72% of the face-offs. We won just 28%. We were 0 for 3 on the power play. Boston only 0 for 1, so the penalty kill didn't have to do a lot of work, and that's important. Stay out of the penalty box, and you don't have to kill penalties, and kill the ones that you do take. So that's what they did. 12 takeaways tonight, and this is kind of where that grind and that pace and that effort level definitely came through for Seattle. Donnie Darko saying, Sprong had freaking shined so bright. I was pumped when they re-signed him. I wish he could get more minutes per game. He deserves that. Yeah, I mean, but I think he's in the right spot. I don't want to give him too many minutes. I just feel like it's like, don't mess with it. It's working, right? Also saying they pulled their goalie with 3:50 left. I think that was super early, but it was kind of a desperation move, and why not, right? Vin Diesel, Thursday, Kraken faced the best team in the NHL on the road and win. Saturday, Seahawks faced the best team in the NFL on the road. Upset coming in the Bay? I hope so. Seattle going to shock the world this week? Although, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say the 49ers are the best team in the NFL, but that's just my opinion. Ty saying, have the team ready to perform at home. Please, I would love to see them come home. It's so hard to come back after a long road trip, though, and have success. Those are always tricky games, so we'll see. But yeah, let's get CPA rocking. And like I said, Chet Buchanan talked a lot about this yesterday in the interview, so please come back. I'm doing my best. It's, you know, I got to edit it together, and I'm going to put it out there. We'll see. I'm hoping tomorrow, but that might be a tight turnaround, so just stay tuned. I'll let you know over on Twitter. It's a great conversation, though. I was just thrilled to be able to have him on the channel. Amazing guy. Australia, welcome. Yeah, thanks for being here. Scott Stevenson from Australia. Donnie Darko echoing that. Saying, hey, no problem. Great to hang with more Kraken fans. And, you know, come back. Please do. I do as many of these post-game as I can. I do have a little bit of a road trip coming up here, so I'll be offline. I'll still be on Twitter, but I won't be broadcasting on YouTube Live for just a few days, but I'll update you. Dreamcast. Ooh, I like that one. That was a console I never did acquire, but I loved playing that one. Fritz saying, I got to check out. Have a great night, y'all. Let's go Kraken. Thanks again, Fritz, for being on the stream. Always love having you here. And that lucky hat is still undefeated, so keep wearing it. Keep posting it. I'll keep retweeting it, and we'll keep it going as long as we can, right? There's Jim. There he is. Saying, what a game. Jim, hopefully you haven't logged out already. I'm trying to get through the comments, and I've got a lot of them. This is great. I'm really excited. But Jim saying, what a game. Best game in franchise history. Full 60, 100%. And, you know, this is what I love about Jim. He will give you his honest assessment. Those guys at Kraken Fancast do a great job. So check out their podcast as well on your favorite app. But, yeah, no bones about it. The Kraken were dialed in tonight, committed. That's the word I wanted to use throughout the stream. They were committed, and they got it done. And Martin Jones, again, delivers in net for them. Daniel Strong, or Striatic here. Daniel Sprong is my favorite player right now. It sometimes rotates between Sprong and Donato, but those are my two guys. Yeah, Sprong is a lot of fun to watch. The Flying Dutchman. And it's a really appropriate nickname. Ty also saying, there's Jim, we were worried about you, bro. And Jim, I was saying, you know, you got to get in here and take your lumps a little bit, but bringing the positivity and the honest assessment. The Kraken were good tonight. Boston, not as much. They couldn't break through. Ty says, I'll take the President Trophy so we have a scapegoat. Yeah. No, I don't want it. I don't care, Ty. I don't want that thing ever in the Kraken existence. I have bad memories of that trophy with a certain team and other teams. And Diesel, number 1 seed, tends to win the most cups. Well, they also lose. I don't know. I'll have that graphic for the next stream. Pablo Ramos, good to see you on the stream too, saying great win, Kraken, let's go. 7 straight win. Great job, you guys. And Pablo, thank you for being on the stream tonight. Thanks for weighing in on the live chat. Pretty cool to have you as well. You've commented a few times on some videos. So yeah, keep coming back, keep commenting. Maybe let me know who were your 3 stars of the night, Pablo. I'd love to hear it. Buchanan is my dude, Jim C. Yeah, he's been fantastic tonight. That one shot from the point too, I thought he was going to score. That was actually a really good save by Omar. We kind of had that moving screen right in front of him. So a good setup there by the Kraken and McCann, you know, really great shot there. He's so versatile, right? And he has a great wrist shot. He's got a great slap shot. Positionally, he seems like he's always in the right place. He doesn't really take like too many undisciplined penalties or anything like that. He's just really fun to watch. Oh, Shiny Stuff, I see you down there. What's up, saying, I'm exhausted. The most insane radio listen ever. So happy. Yeah, we're all pumped here. Pretty cool. Pretty amazing where the Kraken are at. They've got a great chance this season to do some great things as long as they stay consistent. Keep it going. So Shiny Stuff, thank you for being on the channel tonight. Scott Stevenson, again, coming in from Australia. What's up? I guess I should say good day. What time is it there? I have no idea. The goal of Tolvanen tonight was wicked. How annoyed must the Nashville GM be now? Yeah, David Poyle even had some comments the other day saying, you know, maybe we made a mistake on that, but they were hoping to make the right move that made the most sense for the player and the organization. But yeah, it was a great move by Ron. Gregory saying, in Ron, we trust the process. And right now the process has been going really, really well. I like the Kraken logo in the background with the light. Yeah, thanks, Pablo. You know, it's kind of a conversation piece a lot of times, and it was a gift, and it's pretty awesome. You can find them out on the internet. Ty Jacobs also got one. I think it's like a round neon light, but pretty cool stuff. Nice little addition to the wall, and I move it around sometimes. Right now I've got like the big rig poster over here and the lights over here, but try to keep it interesting for you guys. A couple of things to look at in the background if I drone on too long, right? Okay. You drink water, I got my beer. Well, you know, sometimes I like to partake, but tonight it's just water. Got to get hydrated here going into the weekend. I think tomorrow is Friday, right? For me, for others, maybe not, but yeah. Pablo saying this is the 7 straight wins for the Kraken with 7 straight wins earlier. Oh, okay. I thought it was a 6-game streak. I'm sorry. Yeah, I messed up there. Thanks for keeping me correct there. I appreciate that. That neon sign is wicked, or is sick. Also, Jim weighing in saying no thank you to the President's Trophy. So Jim and I, we feel the same about this. Totally agree. Keep that thing as far away from the Kraken as we can right now. Flying Dutchman, not as appropriate as I first thought. Sprong grew up since 8 years old in Canada and apparently has applied for Canadian citizenship. Wants one day to play for Canada. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Oh, 14:20. So that's what, 2 p.m. in the afternoon, right? 2:20. So yeah, I mean you're quite a ways you're quite a ways away from us down under there. That's pretty. I've never been to Australia, Scott Stevenson, so that's like on my bucket list. Like to get down there and obviously, you know, like go to Sydney and all those beautiful places down there. But yeah, if you got any recommendations, leave them in the chat. I'd love to check out Australia one of these days. Just haven't had a chance to do that yet. Ty says, Mike will partake in the beer. Don't worry. Oh, I definitely do. Just not tonight. But yeah, we have a good time when we go to Climate Pledge Arena. It's a little more expensive there than I'd like. But yeah, we usually have a pretty good time. And usually Nicole will drive home for us, right? And, you know, that's important. You got to have a designated driver. So again, Lady Squatch, MVP here in the Squatch fam. She's amazing. I'm a lucky guy. Okay, shots by period here real quick, and then we're going to look at the 3 stars, the official ones, that is. Shots by period. So there's the flow. 14 in the first for the Kraken, and they really came out, you know, on pace, clicking well, doing a really good job early in the game. And then, you know, Boston countered a little bit there, I thought, in the second. You know, they put up 10 shots. in the second, and then in the third, again, pretty even. So that's why I was saying the Kraken didn't really go into a shell. They maintained their structure defensively, but they did also put some shots on. Not too dangerous in the third, but definitely keeping, engaged on the offensive side of things. So that's good to see when you have a lead and you're trying to hold it in the third period for Seattle. Okay, 3 stars. Let's look at the official ones here. It's time, right? Finally. Martin Jones, your first star, and that is not a surprise by any means. 27 saves tonight. Brandon Tanev, the second star, with 1 goal, and he was all over the place tonight, playing like Turbo does when he's got all that energy just flying around. And Olmark, and this doesn't surprise me either. He did have a pretty good game. 2 goals against 28 saves, and he had some really key saves at key moments to keep Boston in the game and have a chance to even come back. So without him, I think, the Kraken probably could have buried a couple more and made this a little bit more of a blowout. If that's, hard to believe, maybe a little bit for me, but yeah, I thought their goaltending was pretty good, and the Kraken kept bringing the pressure throughout the evening. Turbo is my number 1, Spartan. I agree with you. He was my favorite coming into the whole expansion franchise. So that was the first Kraken sweater that I got. So number 13, Brandon Turbo Tanev is a big favorite here. Squatch fam as well. Vince Dunn is good, actually. I love this comment. So, this is the other thing. And Donnie Darko kind of pointed out, how about Dunner's recent splash of offense? So maybe we need to start thinking about extension for Vince Dunn. I'm sure they're already thinking about this and talking about, what's term and dollar amount going to be. And I've seen it suggested a few places. I'm not going to throw numbers out there tonight because I don't know. But, I wouldn't be surprised to see that happen. I would hope that it's going to happen because it seems like he's a pretty good fit. And he's started to find his groove. Not exactly the most typical career trajectory, if you will. But it feels like he's settling in, maturing as a defenseman that also has that offensive prowess in his toolkit. Okay, let's look at the standings, guys. And then we're going to log out for the night. We're at about almost 50 minutes here, so it's been a great stream. I've loved the participation. Well, what? Is this water? Yeah, it is. I've loved the participation in the chat. I stutter sometimes. It happens, especially live. But yeah, thank you again, you guys, for being here. Let's look at the poll real quick, too. So PlayStation by far 36% now. Those other two still tied at 24%. And other at 16%. So that's where we're at in the poll. And if you haven't hit the like button, please do. I won't say that again, I promise. Scott saying it's tomorrow. Yeah. I want it to be Friday now, but I don't have anything else to do tonight other than a couple of chores for Lady Squatch, and we'll call it an evening. All right, standings. 25, 12, and 4 are the Kraken. And we've got still 4 games in hand on LA. We'll take a look at the scoreboard here tonight after we log out and see where we're at. But a really good spot to be in and creating some padding between you and the teams that are chasing you. So that's good. And that's how you stay in the mix, potentially for a playoff run. Here's the look ahead. We got those Chicago Blackhawks, 5 p.m. West Coast start time on Saturday. So day off tomorrow for the Kraken. They get to rest up. I don't know. Do we see Grew on Saturday or do we see Jones? I'm going to hedge Grew. Give Jones a little bit of a rest. It's been amazing. Tampa Bay Lightning at home on the 16th. That should be fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to be at that one, but that's a day game, 1 p.m. So a great time to go celebrate the Kraken. Maybe more family-oriented because it is earlier in the day. But then they go right back on the road up to Alberta to see Edmonton and then back home again against the Devils. Also a really good team. And, the Colorado Avalanche, I think they did pretty good last year, right? Like they won some sort of shiny silver cup or something like that. Anyhow, okay, take a few more comments here and then we're going to log out. Striatic, Colorado basically tanked to avoid the President's Trophy last season. Very smart by them because the Panthers won the President's Trophy and they lost in the playoffs. Donnie Darko saying MVP with the horns out. Love it. Scott Stevenson, where to start? There are so many places you could visit in Australia. He's talking about sun, sand, desert, views too many amazing places to visit here in Australia. All right, so Scott, maybe go follow me over on Twitter and I'll follow you back and we can DM, talk about it a little bit. But I don't think I'm going to be heading down to Australia anytime in the near future, but I would love to kind of start a list of really cool places to go. Alicia Crank, what's up, my buddy over there, saying, I missed the game, but happy to see the W. Alicia, just an amazing member in the community here, does such amazing work all across the board. A good friend, have her on the stream at times. Sometimes, we do the Morning Cup of Kraken. Haven't done a lot of those lately, but that's a lot of fun too. Alicia, good to see you, and we are just buzzing over here over this Kraken win. Can't believe it. Lady Squatch was on the stream earlier tonight, so maybe go back, check that out on the replay. Just having a lot of fun. So thanks for being here. Turbo, an absolute machine. Oh, yes, he is. Also saying, what are you sipping on? So this is just water tonight. Just totally water. I have no excuse for why I'm stumbling over words at any point other than the fact that I maybe got talking a little bit too fast. But yeah, just water tonight. Stratic saying, like the stream. Yeah, thanks, you guys. That helps. I appreciate that. It's never a requirement here, but it does help the channel grow. I was getting, some really good feedback from friends and, new users and subscribers. So it's been fun to do this and keep it coming. And I love to hear from you guys. If you want to see some changes or maybe different content, or what do you guys want to see? Let me know. I always try to reply. Hit me in the comments or talk to me over on Twitter, different interviews or just stuff that you're interested. I love to know the pulse of subscriber base here and what you guys want to see on the channel. Try to do some watch alongs. We have different people on. Ty's a contributor. He likes to come on sometimes and yell at the camera with me. So it's been fun, and I do appreciate all the support. Pablo saying, good night, you guys. Thanks for being here. Pablo, have a good one. Shiny Stuff, didn't play video games as a kid. Weird. No, I know. That's okay. That's pretty normal, actually. I know a lot of people that weren't into video games then and definitely still aren't now. So not that out of the ordinary. Gru needs some time too. Yeah, so I think the longer as things go, it gives these, as the defense on the team kind of evolves, it gives both of these goalies a better shot to have success. But right now, man, they're looking good. Martin Jones is dialed in. It's even weird now to keep saying that, especially because we joked leading into the season, like, oh boy, Martin Jones is back up. That's going to be interesting. But man, he's been fantastic. Alicia with the heart symbol, what's up? Seems like Alicia and we always run into each other at the airport. It's kind of funny, but last time I ran into her, she was going on vacation and I was going on a work trip, so I was super jealous. But anyhow, good to see you again, and thanks for being on the stream. Oh, Ty's saying wash out, not watch out. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah, condensed game at least. Yeah, go rewatch the game. Please do. Ty's saying, they say not to reuse those cups. Really? Oh, I guess you can wash the coating of them, and then it's metal. Oh. Huh. Okay, well, hopefully I don't have any health issues, but I love these things. These are like my favorite because they keep everything really cold. They kind of look cool. They're fun to hold, and they make me feel like I'm at Climate Pledge Arena for a Kraken game. We'll see. I don't know. It'll be an experiment. If I keel over here during a stream, it's probably because of those cups. But anyhow, okay, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Last comment here from Scott Stevenson, new subscriber from Australia, and it says, see you all around the traps. Stay safe and go Kraken. So like I said, you guys, thanks again. Kraken do have that game on Saturday, so they got the day off tomorrow. Before you go, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. And remember that interview with Chet Buchanan, I'm going to publish as soon as I can. So follow over on your podcast if you want to listen. We'll also be here on YouTube. So that's going to do it for me tonight, you guys. Thank you again for tuning in. Kraken streaking 7-game win streak. We'll catch you guys on another stream real soon.